Good morning. I'm hoping and praying that you are all well. It's been a while since I've done this because we've been blessed to have met in the church in the garden, right? But I wanted to share with you a story that you could find in Matthew chapter 25, 14 to 30. It's a pretty long story, but it talks about talent and gifts. I want to show you something. You see a gift bag, right? And you would expect a gift to be in that bag if you receive one. And the story, that's what it is about. It's a parable, a story that teaches us a lesson. And that's the way Jesus taught his disciples and the people that were around him. Well, in this story, he talks about a man that goes on a trip, but before he leaves, he calls his servants and gives them talents, they call them coins or money, to work, right? The first one he gives him 5. The second one he gives him 2. And the last one he gives them 1. Well, when he leaves, the first man went out and he went and worked hard and doubled what his master had given him. So he had 10. The second one did the same thing. He really worked hard and he doubled it and had 4. The third one, he was afraid of losing it, so he went into, his house and dug a hole and hid it in the hole. But when the master came, he's like, what have you done with what I left you? The first one came and gave him 10, and the second one gave him 4, and the third one returned what he had received. And he's like, you didn't do anything, you didn't work with it. It's like, at least you should have put it in the bank so it could acquire some interest. But he's like, I was afraid to lose it. Well, why was Jesus teaching this? Well, God gives us talents. God gives us things, to us that we can do. What do you think you're good at? Are you really good at reading? Are you really good at math? Are you really good in a sport? Drawing, art? Anything that you're good at, you have to put that to use. And you have to put that to use not only for yourself, but for others. If you know how to read a story to someone. If you're really good at writing, would you be able to write a poem to someone? Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving is coming up. If you're good at art, can you draw stuff and send out like cards to people? And that's what our talents are. What are we good at? What has God given each of one of us? He has given us something. You may be good at more than one thing, but you may be good, really, really good at one thing. Put that to use. And that's what God wants us to do. That's what Jesus is telling us to do. Put your talents to use for everyone. So I hope that He continues to bless you and guide you and gives you all the talents that He wants to give you.